Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalaran, and no, this isn't a very poorly dubbed anime. This is my attempts at the warrior artifact challenge skins for all three specializations. Some of you guys asked me if I could maybe upload my attempts at the Mage Tower challenges. And I was thinking about doing that because I'm actually enjoying Mage Tower challenges tremendously right now. But I think I'm just gonna use the footage from them to make this video because this is something I can enjoy on stream, but again, I don't feel like this would be good for the channel. Regardless, I do want to talk about the Mage Tower challenges and how much I loved them. They are so much fun. And after I did them originally on my Rogue, I felt like I came out of the whole experience with a bunch of gray hairs, and I thought, never again. I did it for the Rogue, I don't need to do it for any other classes. Everybody who mains those other classes are more than welcome to do their challenges and do well at it and get their weapons, but I am done. I did the Rogue ones, and I had about almost 100 attempts on my Outlaw. I had about 10 attempts on Assassination and 20 plus under 30 for Subtlety. Literally took me 3 attempts after the big update. I think it was in 7.25, I could be wrong. But I decided to come back. I came back for the other specs that I actually want to play. Arms Warrior, Fury Warrior, hell, even Protection Warrior. Affliction, Destro, Demon Warlock, I want to do them on my Hunters. I want to also finish on my Holy Priest, my Mystery Monk, my Brewmaster Monk, maybe even on my Druid for Boomy, Feral, maybe even Guardian form to get that Gorilla Bear. I know we're getting Kulturan Druids and I know we're getting Zandalari Druids, but getting that Gorilla form would be pretty cool for a character that might not be Zandalari or Kulturan off the bat. So that would be awesome to be able to have something like this. A relic from an expansion that is just not available. It's one of those niche pieces of content where if you didn't get it during a specific expansion, you can't get it again. So there's a bit of that prestige, and I cannot wait to the point where I'm just running around. People will be like, oh wow, what is that cool mug? When'd you get it? I'll be like, haha, Legion, Mage Tower, currently unavailable. Kind of how I tell people about my prideful shoulders, which are not available unless you played back in Warlords of Draenor Season 1 Elite set. Probably the worst expansion with the best looking shoulders ever. I mean, it's just so troll. Blizzard, you did such a good job on that one. The Mage Tower challenges were great. The Arms one was great. It was the same one as Subtlety. The Outlaw, Rogue, and Fury Warrior share the same challenge. And I even got ballsy to do the tank one. The Subtlety one felt very similar, although the way I dealt with the ice was so much easier on Arms Warrior. Literally, you see the other side and how the other side lives, and the Warrior definitely had it a lot easier with Xylem. It felt like it was made for it. For Subtlety, it definitely felt like it was made, but it was one of those challenging challenges. Same thing with Agatha. On Agatha as Outlaw Rogue, right now I think you could probably outscale and outgear it, but back in the day when you first did it, holy crap. Was it so hard to AoE? Because Blade Flurry would just dampen your energy regen so much, like it was just so difficult to stay in it. But for Arms Warrior, you have so many AoE pieces that don't stop your damage, so you can just start AoEing a ton. And wow, the other side definitely lives on a lot greener grass. And then the tank challenge was really awesome. I felt like it was really close to what the Outlaw Rogue challenge was with Agatha. It was really a mob management and boss management for the fights. And it was my first time I did it on a tank. It took me 3 attempts. Makes me want to do them some more on other tanks to see maybe which tank has it the easiest. Apparently everybody told me that the Arms Protection Warrior has it the easiest for that challenge. Apparently it's just tuned to them to be the easiest. And I should try it on a Paladin or a Bear Druid. And I might even be able to do that in the future if I can get some gear on those classes. If you go do this challenge right now, it is so accessible. And a lot of people complain about accessibility of the challenge when it was first released. A lot of people said that the challenge shouldn't have been gear-based. Like, for example, when you enter the challenge, let's say your trinkets are disabled, your legendaries are disabled. It's literally you versus the fight. It's all about how you use your abilities. It is not about gear. Gear should give you like... They were saying maybe Blizzard should just give you flat amount of stats depending on what class, what specialization, like a set item level cap, and cap those stats to that set item level. So the whole challenge can be not about gear, but all about skill, all about abilities, all about knowing and learning how to actually play your class properly for this specific challenge. And right now in Antaurus, you don't really get that. Currently in 7.3.5, you don't actually get that. It's not something that they actually implemented. But if you get full set of Antaurus gear, like you can do it as, you can just gear out your tank spec with full set of Antaurus gear or so. Or at least LFR version and a few good trinkets. And then you can do it on your DPS or healing specs. Minus plus if your trinkets, maybe some Legos if those will help. Like I did all the challenges for warrior, using my protection warrior gear. I even had a glove legendary that does nothing for fury, it does nothing for arms, it does nothing but a stat stick. And those stat sticks were enough for me to actually do some damage and do the fights properly. Like the content is so well paired currently in Antorus that you can actually do it however you want to on any spec. Again, minus plus if you're trinkets, but it's so easy to gear for it and actually do it to the point where it feels like it's kind of balanced. It doesn't feel like it's gear dependent, it feels like more it's character dependent. That's something that people have asked forever and Blizzard never actually implemented, but you can kind of sort of experience similar type of deal currently in the game. And that's why the challenge is super fun, because it's so accessible. The accessibility of it is something Blizzard never really did, and it's something that I kind of want to see in BFA. I'm really hoping that in BFA they continue some kind of a solo challenge. I actually like the Mage Tower. I like the replayability of it, although you can't really go back and do it again once you did it in a character. So once you had your good attempt, that's really about it. You can't really go back and make a guide video or whatever, unless you have another rogue or another mage or another whatever class you play. I kind of hope they add some kind of replayability and maybe even some kind of a tier system, almost similar to like a Mythic Plus dungeons. For example, in Legion right now you can gear through raids, you can gear through your dungeons in a Mythic Plus playstyle or PvP, and what if Mage Tower was a way for you to get some pieces of gear? Like let's say you set the boss's difficulty and you can set it higher and higher and higher, and when you set it to a certain height, to a certain number of plus, like a Mythic Plus style, then it gives you a fair decent amount of gear. Like the higher the difficulty, the better the gear that can drop off the boss. Of course, Blizzard would have to balance, like, you know, the mechanics and make sure no one can really cheese the fight, but I think it'll be great. I'm looking forward to BFA, and I really hope they continue the single player content. And I know it sounds weird for me to be talking about, hey Dalaran, you're talking about an MMO, but you're praising single player content in an MMO. But I know it sounds really weird, but I actually really enjoy the challenge. I think it's well done. I think it's well designed. It is something that you can try and see if you can do it right the first time. You can try and attempt it at a very early stage, or you can come back to it at a later time with better gear. And maybe if you can't do it still, then you can wait until a later time with better gear. And right now in Antorus, I feel like it's at a point where it's viable and totally doable. I really hope they do something like this in BFA. This is the type of content that I actually ended up enjoying a lot. And there's so many aspects of Legion I like, but this is the type of content I'm really into. I'm really into grinding out the Mage Tower. Not only are you getting a cool transmog that has a prestigious aspect of, it won't be accessible in the next expansion. And a lot of people that never played Legion will just look at me and say, hey, that's a cool weapon. So I cannot wait for those kind of interactions, for those kind of reactions, for people for the first time that they ever seen the gorilla form, the gorilla bear form for druids, and people just looking at me and saying, what is that thing? I haven't played WoW in forever. What is this new bear form looking thing? What is this thing, right? I think it'd be super exciting. I think it'd be awesome. Overall, the challenges are great. I think I'll be doing them on stream. Might do some today if the Mage Tower is up. So I might be doing that. So if you want to check out the stream, notification bell down below. As always, guys, I guess I'm gonna end the video on this. What are your thoughts? Do you like the Mage Tower challenges or any single player content, or would you want to see single player content a lot like the Mage Tower challenge in the future of BFA? Or do you think that they should probably stop doing single player challenges, since this is an MMO, and should probably focus on more MMO, multiple players, the massive multiplayer online aspects of the game instead? Let me know your thoughts down below, and if you guys like the challenges, tell me which one is your favorite, or which one would you want me to do on stream. And of course, go ahead and follow the stream down below. Thank you guys. Likes and subscribes are very much appreciated for this video, as it seems that YouTube does promote my content if you are engaged with it. Commenting and liking the videos helps out a ton and allows the videos to apparently be brought to you a lot easier. As well as if you want to hit the notification bell down below to catch on the stream and catch up with the stream every time it's up, that would also be helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see all of you in another video.